Hello, I'm Sarah, you can call me Pixie. Today we are going to quickly go over my June TBR, which is actually more just the 4 books I thought it would be a good idea to start and read all at the same time. I don't know what I was thinking. We will start with the series that I have been picking up from my library. I started reading this because I couldn't make my brain wait any longer. I heard about this series that Jim Butcher had written off of kind of like a challenge, a writing challenge. He was arguing, or having a discussion, and he was of the position that it is the writer or author that makes the story, not the story idea itself. And so he challenged the person he was having this discussion with at some writers' conference or conference somewhere to give him 2 ideas that like don't go together. The ideas that he was given was Roman Legion and Pokemon. So I have been reading the Codex Alera series and I am now on book 2. Academ's Fury by Jim Butcher. I've already read book 1. I read that last month. Loved it, obviously, and now I have book 2 that I am going to try to enjoy but also kind of rush through because for some reason my library has 2 copies of the first book but only 1 copy of like the next 5. And I beat the other person to book 2, so I'm going to try and get through that so that when they finish the first book, because the second copy of the first book did get checked out, so I'm going to try and be a nice library user and get them the second book as well. Another book I am reading, I have this one on my tablet. Why I've divided these up, I don't know, but the ebook I'm reading on my tablet is Night of the Shadow Moon. This is book 3 of the Furyk Saga by A.E. Rain. This is an indie published, I believe, small publisher, possibly self-published. It's only available via Amazon, on the Kindle. I don't remember seeing if they had audiobooks available as well. I've been reading it on the Kindle. It's a series that I started and like I thought I loved. Apparently not, because the first 2 books I only read like 1 each year. So I read like the second book last year and I read the first book the year before in like the end of 2021. So that one's been slow going. But I've been like sitting here dying basically for this book because of the cliffhanger that the second book landed on. So I'm hoping to get to enjoy this. The ebook that I'm reading on my phone is Ivory Vikings, and I can't see the full title. Ivory Vikings, The Mystery of the Most Famous Chessmen in the World and the Woman Who Made Them, by Nancy Marie Brown. And I think my food is here because my doggy is going absolutely bonkers outside my studio door. Actually, he's out the back door, but anyways, so Ivory Vikings is a nonfiction talking about the like first chessboards of the world and like how chess became the game that we know and love today, which I've been interested in chess. I do not play professionally. I learned that lesson. I've played against my husband when we were dating. I do not play him anymore because he plays with me, kind of like, you know, you tell the kids not to play with their food. Yeah, that's he gets the idea of how he's going to kill me, and that's how he kills me. But I still love the game, so I got this book, I don't know how long ago. I saw it on NetGalley, thought it would be an interesting read. Haven't picked it up until now. I don't know what's wrong with me. And lastly, I have been listening to, via Audible, Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I don't know that I really need to say much about this book. I think everybody more or less knows what this is about. I am over halfway through this now, I think. I've just been listening to it on car rides to and from work, maybe to and from like the grocery store, but these are very short drives for me, so I'm not getting very far very fast, which is why I'm only something around halfway through. Anywho, those are the books that I have, I am in the progress of and hope to finish somewhere in the month of June. Red Rising is the only one that I'm about halfway through, so this is the only other one that I definitely want to get through. Not the only one, but if I'm making time to read, this is definitely going to be a priority just so I can take it back to the library for the next person, and then I can pick up book 3. So those are the books I'm reading in June. What are you reading? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me here today, and I will see you next week in a new video. TTFN!